Welcome back, friends. Here we are. We are on the 12th day of our 21-day journey. And you may have already taken a look at it. And if you have, you'll notice that we are similar to we were yesterday. And that is back to the thinker and thinking about resources, thinking about the sensitivity of those resources, and what the moon is moved into. It was in the 47, and oppression's an interesting aspect because we can really oppress ourselves. And through that process, through that oppression, what we do is we end up oppressing our emotions into the emotional system. And why do we know that? Because this is all abstract. So once the abstract system is oppressed, then there can be issues in the emotional intelligence. So really recognizing, where do you notice that you oppress your realizations? Do you get to a point where you are in a realization and you don't know how to get out of the pattern? These are all things that you can ask yourself in your journal as you move along. And at the moment, this is in, the moon is now in the 6th gate. And some things we know about the 6th gate is that there's conflict here, emotional conflict. It has a capacity to either set a boundary or not. The energy field around this is designed to indicate, like, who do I want in my emotional realm, and whose intimacy am I going to accept or not? Very similar to the 49, because the 49 does the same thing. The 49 says, well, who's flirting in the 19? Which 19 that flirts with the 49 is going to get the attention? The 19 or the 49 wants to have someone who will, quote unquote, obey, who will honor the 49's capacity to create resources. And the 6 is a very similar aspect, because the 6 is saying, you know, I have this beautiful power inside of me, and I'm only going to allow in those that are correct for me to let in. So you can look at this today and just journal. What areas do you feel conflicted? Where do you know that possibly, I don't love the word boundaries. What I like is the word decision making, because it's really, that's what this all comes down to. And again, that's my belief. Take it, leave it, do whatever you want. That there has to be a decision made, that those that you're letting in are correct for you or not. If they're not correct for you, or if a situation has changed and they were correct for you at one time and now they no longer are, then trust your decision making, because I find that that's where the boundaries get blurred. That's where the aspects of intimacy get blurred, because we compromise our own decision-making. And when we compromise our own decision-making, we compromise our emotional system. We compromise our health, our safety, our freedom, how we use our energy, where we put our willpower towards, what actions are we taking, how we think. The moment that we do not set the decision and decide that we are going to honor who we are at the deepest level of our capacity, those are the moments that we become conflicted inside. And inside that conflict, then once the conflict's inside, it shows up in the outside world. So, for example, I know this deeply because for years I compromised and I let people into my life that it wasn't correct for me. And I now watch this in other people. And I watch how, I watch people's tones. I watch the smile on their face. I watch, I watch the whole body language, and I watch how someone will put a fake smile on their face just to appease everybody in the crowd, and then they pull out and they're sad. They are upset with themselves, and the conflict goes on inside. So these are all things for every one of us to explore in the design. These are all things for you to explore as you close off 2022 and open up 2023. And see, how are you thinking about this whole process? What do you think about human design? What do you think about the gene keys? What do you think about the Rosicrucian order? What do you think about the Freemasons? What do you think about the Bible? These are all things to think about because they are all actually stemming from the exact same source. It is just the perception of each one of these bodies of work that provide us with how we think. And when we can lean back in and go to the truth and release the conflict and the crisis that we create inside of us, then we can let go into our innocence and really recognize the truth. And the truth is stable. It is there for us. It is, for me, it is this empowering web of magic that is just saying, I'm here. When you're ready to align, I'm here. So it's, again, it's our thought processes. And I know for sure in my own life that I have lashed out. I've used the conditioned mind. I've lashed out. I want to be defensive, mentally defensive. I get that. I have a totally open head, totally open ajna. Those aren't excuses by any means. However, it is a process for me to now look at that, right? For me to now see it in a different light. So when clientele come onto my YouTube channel and they want to lash out, I don't engage in it. I come through as calm. I present my, thank you for your opinion. Thank you for your belief. And they can move on and it's okay. And I've noticed, why does that show up on my YouTube channel? Because I have also done that. So I know that there's something there to tell me, you still have some work to do on the mental defensive aspect of yourself. And I do my best to keep my mind very calm, to think differently. And I know that those are all deep-seated patterns inside. So what are you being asked to look at in a mentally defensive, emotionally intelligent, and stress-related aspect, with the head, the ajna, the root, and the solar plex all being defined? We get to explore this within ourselves and just see. All right, today was the 12th day of the process. So enjoy, have fun, journal, share if you'd like, and take care.